Hello all. How are you? I hope you've had a good day. I worked today and oh my gosh, I had so many revelations. I really did. It was crazy. It really was. Definitely. My boss gave me this. I love it. And there was a grasshopper, a baby grasshopper that jumped on me twice. I work in a big two-story store. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Things like that just tickle me. The littlest things just make me so happy. It really does. And I give all grace to God and the divine, in source, in the universe, because of everything that I've walked through. I just appreciate so many things when it comes to the small moments, like this, or this, or this, and just like conversations. I came to me this evening. It is an interesting circumstance when you move at a type of level. I guess a lot of people talk about, being on a higher frequency, a higher vibration. And I know that about myself, but it came to me, I can be on a higher vibration and a higher frequency, but still get very much enjoyment out of hanging out or spending time with anybody and everybody, when I know that they're being genuine, and I feel the energies around me shifting. I said that when I got in my car after work. I can feel the shifting in my community or in my life when it comes to my work atmosphere, and feeling those that are supporting me, you know what I mean? In the venture that they can, and I feel that in my heart of hearts. I do, and I know that there's a lot of moving pieces to the puzzle, and a lot of, moving things in the back. I'm fully aware of it. I know that. I just don't pay any mind to it, because I just live in my moment. I live in my world, and I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be present. I'm happy to be of sound mind, body, and soul. I'm happy to be able to beat my addiction, by myself. I'm happy to, and oh my gosh, that's so crazy that I'm saying this right now, because it came to me just before I started making this video. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Golly, God, I hear you, man. I swear he does work through me. I know he does. Chosen. I'm watching season 5, and they're releasing an episode, and it's leading up to his crucifixion and him being arrested. And when he eats dinner with his disciples, and when he eats dinner with the women that follow him and his mother, there's a prayer that they say, and I'm sure that there's a biblical name for it. I don't know it, but essentially what they say is, if God only saved or healed so-and-so, that would be enough for me. Meaning, if he didn't do anything for me faith-wise, but he took care of someone else, that would be enough for me, right? And it was just, I was crying so bad when I watched this episode earlier, because I just felt it. I felt it watching Jonathan, or Jesus, the actor. And he is playing this season so well. So well. If you haven't watched it, you should. And I can feel what he feels in different ways, in reference to understanding what you're going through, but understanding that the magnitude of what other people go through, in reference to just hurt and pain and sorrow, and just the conditionings of the world, and just looking at the broader span of it. I'm happy with everything that God's blessed me with at this point in my life, and it's just enough for me. Like if I died tonight or died tomorrow, I would be okay. I would be happy with my life. I would be happy with everything that he has so graciously blessed me with the 40 years that I've been here through all my trials and tribulations. You know what I mean? And it's just, I feel like when you walk through your day to day and you find your gratitude in every single situation, it just sheds more light on the situation. It doesn't feel as heavy. You don't feel as anxious. You don't feel so overwhelmed when you just learn how to be grateful for every single thing. Everything. Every single thing. You're grateful for the air in the world, in the universe. You're grateful for little gestures like this. You're grateful for a grasshopper jumping on you. You're grateful for your health. You're grateful for your son's health, your family's health. You're grateful to have a roof over your head, in a bed. You know what I'm saying? Like you just, and when you get to embody that and you feel that way 24/7 and you do it with ease, it makes all the noise around you just seem less noisy. Like, even though I know what's happening around me and all that's involved, all that's transpired, everything, you know, I just don't allow it to affect me in my day to day because I'm grateful for everything. If that makes sense. And I'm not sure this video is going to make sense. Hall of Fame is a song that I was listening to when I was getting ready for work. In Truth Seekers, there's a portion of the song where, let me see if I can get it pulled up. And I was like, ooh, I'm definitely going to talk about that. Because, you know, Jesus was a truth seeker. God was a truth seeker. I don't know why we have let go of being truth seekers. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about I'm talking about seeking the truth of who you are, who you want to be, what makes you happy. You know? Seeking the truth in you, and you find that in him. He helps you find that truth. Until you come to a place in your life where you allow God, you recognize what Jesus did on the cross for you, and you allow him to come in and do some cleaning, and you go through your ego death. You can't have an ego when you walk with God in Jesus. Like, you just can't. I don't know why we don't talk about this a lot in churches and stuff like that. I really don't. Because ego is a big deal. Ego is a big deal, and it takes people down roads. And I'm just not even talking about my circumstances. I'm just saying in general. Because your ego, and that's where like the unworthiness, anxiousness, you know, depression, you know, social conditioning, not feeling good enough, feeling like you don't look right, like all these different things, because you feel as though you have to, because your ego is running you, your ego. And I am going to speak more on it. I'm going to make a I say segment like I'm doing TVs. I crack myself up, but be Hall of Fame, truth seekers, man. I do seek the truth, not only for me, but for those around me too. Like, I know that the weight that I carry and what I carry in me affects those around me and is changing people in different ways that I can just feel, right? And it's like I carry it with such honor that God chose me to walk this thing out however he wants me to walk it out, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I was just rambling on this video, but today was a good day. It really was. I saw the eyes. I saw the cars. I'm just getting used to that at this point. Like, cheers. If you want to continue this Truman Show, so be it. Fine by me. I am used to it at this point. I just wish you'd stay out of my love life. Could you do that for a change, please?